All right, heat number one, we'll see Nicholas Chaber and Byron Bartlett on the front row. Edmund Jones and Joey Smith have the second row. Art Milne, Jace Mungan have the third row. Fred Houle and Kendrick Cryer rounding out the field. All the drivers on the grid. Looks like we will have 2 warm-up laps here tonight, and then they'll go green flag racing. Nicholas Chaber, Byron Bartlett will control the they will go on the green. Each restart is controlled by the driver's initial start on the green flag. One more time around for the pace car. Pace car will drop off out of turn 4. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away. And already looking like the top 2 have started to pull away, but look at this move. Oh, we've got some banging as they're going to go 3 wide down the back straightaway. Oh, Big Rick out of turn 4, several cars involved. Fred Houle, Byron Bartlett, Art Milne, all caught. Looks like Joey Smith got loose at the front of that mess and just collects everybody right behind him. Yeah, Joey, I think he might have caught a piece of the apron there. That big bump in the inside of the turn upsets any car, but if you hit it in a car this light, that hard, it's going to send it around. Nicholas Chaber still has the lead. Edmund Jones now up to second. Third place is Jace Mungan. Jace looking to the inside now for second. Can't get there yet. Kendrick Cryer in fourth. He comes through clean. Byron Bartlett now in fifth. Looks like he might have a little bit of damage. Fred Houle in sixth. Now Art Milne in seventh. Joey Smith in eighth. Top 3 still going at it. Edmund and Jace have quite a race going on. Jace sends it underneath. Oh, Edmund gets him just a little bit into the corner. Edmund said, I'm not going to lift, as Jace drifts up just a little bit. And if this is what we can expect in the feature, it's going to be an epic race. Last time, Mike Kendrick Cryer set the fastest lap, and Jace just beat the fastest lap. And he's closing back in on Edmund. Will there be any retribution as they come to the white flag? White flag is in the air. Nicholas Chaber still in the lead, off into 1 and 2. Edmund in second. Jace right on his bumper. They're side by side through 3 and 4. Who's it going to be? Nicholas Chamber will get the win. Who's it going to be for second? It is Jace for second. Edmund comes home third. Kendrick Cryer comes back in fourth. Byron Bartlett in fifth. Fred Hool is sixth. No, Joey Smith finishes seventh. Art Milne comes home eighth. On to heat number 2. Heat number 2 will see Frank Klein and Jason Blatz up front. Terry Duguay, Chris Johnson in the second row. Kyle Martin, Quinn Nuttall have the third row. Ed Jones Sr. and Blake Crane rounding out the field. All the cars lined up on track. And all the cars now rolling, getting their warm-up laps in. Some of the drivers trying to warm the tires. Next time by, a pace car will drop in and we'll get the green flag. If the heats are any indication of what the feature is going to be like, that is going to be one awesome race. And don't forget, we still have tour mods later tonight. Pace car is in. Green is in the air. They are down and away. Frank gets a good jump on Jason Blatz, and Terry Duguay starting to fight his way toward the front. Oh, a big bump. Chris Johnson got a good run, but ended up in the back bumper of another car. Dropped back all the way to 7th. Now has to fight his way back through. Meanwhile, Jason Blatz manages to get to 2nd. Terry Duguay now in 3rd. Kyle Martin in 4th. Quentin Nuttall is 5th. Chris now back up into 6th as he fights back toward the front. They're 3 wide right in front of him, definitely giving him an advantage behind. Frank Klein continuing to pull away. Chris Johnson, meanwhile, just set the fastest lap of the race so far. Big wreck back behind. Oh, half the field is caught. It looks like the 99 just got a tap and everybody gets collected in that one. Let's take a look at the replay on Kyle Martin here. Kyle got loose. The cars behind him had nowhere to go, and everybody stacks it up. Frank Klein still in the lead. Jason Blatz ends up towing to pit road. His heat number 2 is done. Terry Duguay now in 2nd, just set the fastest lap of the heat. Quentin Nuttall in 3rd with Blake Crane beside. Blake Crane trying to fight his way back toward the front, does get by Quentin rather easily. Quentin falls back quite a bit. Meanwhile, Frank Klein coming around to take the white flag. Terry Duguay is closing in on him, but is there enough time for Terry to catch up in a single lap? Out through 3 and 4, and Frank Klein manages to hold him off. Frank Klein wins heat number 2. Terry Duguay in second. Blake Crane is third. Kyle Martin is fourth. Quentin Nuttall in 5th, Ed Jones 6th, Chris Johnson 7th, and Jason Blatz in 8th. All right, on to the warm-up. A lot of drivers getting out, getting some extra practice in here. Art Milne currently the fastest out there. Looks like. We'll see once they come back across the line. No, Quentin Nuttall is currently the fastest. Kendrick Cryer getting up to speed. Oh, and we've got cars starting to get loose off of turn 4 in the warm-up as well. Warm-up about to come to a close. As of right now, Chris Johnson, just took the fastest lap. Warm-up comes to a close. It's time to go racing. Up front will be Quentin Nuttall and Byron Bartlett. Kyle Martin, Kendrick Cryer on the second row. Blake Crane, Edmund Jones on the third row. Terry Duguay, Jace Mungan on the fourth row. And Frank Klein and Nicholas Chaber rounding out the top 10. Fred Houle in 11th. Ed Jones Sr. in 12th. Joey Smith 13th. Chris Johnson 14th. 15th is Art Milne. Jason Blatz starts 16th. Yeah, Jed, I just saw that. One more time around, and then they will go green. Pace car about to drop in. Quentin Nuttall leads them down. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at North Wilkesboro. Byron Bartlett jumps out to the lead going into turn one. Can he hold it though? And here comes Kendrick Cryer. We saw him making some moves earlier in the heats. Looks like he is out here going for it from the drop of the hat. A lot of side-by-side and some three wide off the turns. We've got a car wrecking back behind. Looks like Ed Jones. Oh, we've got a wreck up front. Let's see first what happened with Ed Jones. Ed Jones up to the high side. Looks like he just got loose in front of another car. And then down into turn one just seconds later. It looks like Klein got loose into the turn. No caution yet. Byron still has the lead. Quentin in second. Third is Kendrick Cryer. Edmund Jones in fourth. Blake Crane in fifth. Nicholas Chambers sixth. Terry Duguay in seventh. Chris Johnson now up to eighth. Jason Blatz up to ninth. And Jace Mungan in 10th. He had to start from the rear of the field after the win last week. Byron Bartlett had a good lead rather. Quentin Nuttall has been just throwing down some crazy laps the last few laps and has started to close the gap back up. Kendrick Cryer, oh, we've got a car into the wall. Looks like Nicholas Chamber in 3 and 4. Caution is out. And it looks like the 51 just got in there a little too deep. Edmund Jones gets into him and sends him around. Byron Bartlett still in the lead. Quentin Nuttall now has a chance to catch back up. Can Kendrick Cryer, who looked like he had something very early but had lost a little bit of ground, can he do something with him now? And Blake Crane has been up in the top 5 the whole race as well. But Chris Johnson up 8 spots into 6th, and Jason Blatz up 9 spots into 7th. Might be the 2 drivers to worry about here. Oh, getting word Jed Cotterman will be back in the car next week as well. Lights still on the pace car. Should be getting 1 to green this time by. Everybody already starting to stack back up. And don't forget the cone car will be in the mod race as well. Everybody stacked back up. Byron Bartlett will control the restart. Pace car about to drop in. Pace car on pit road. Green flag is in the air. Byron gets a little bit of a jump off into turn 1. Quentin Nuttall is right there. Kendrick Cryer now looking to the inside for... Oh! Kendrick gets into Byron and sends him to the outside. Quentin takes advantage of it. They're 3 wide back behind. Nope, they settled down for a minute. No, they didn't. 2 of the Cotterman iRacing team drivers almost get together, but Jace continues the... Holy cow! Jace is around, several cars involved. Jace is upside down into the wall, caution out. Looked like cars started to slip off track back behind as well, catching into Jace Mungan. And looks like a little bit of net code. The 14 got into Jace and sent him around, but there was easily a 1-foot gap in that in the space between them. Actually a lot of net code in that one. Everybody stacking back up under caution. Looks like we get 1 to green. Kendrick Cryer and Quentin Nuttall will control the restart. Quentin, will control the restart with Kendrick up on the front row as well. Chris Johnson, Kyle Martin on the second row. Terry Duguay, Jason Blatz on the third row. Frank Klein, Nicholas Chaber of the fourth row. Edmund Jones, Art Milne rounding out the top 10. Quentin controls the restart as soon as the pace car goes in, and it looks like Chris Johnson getting a little impatient. Green flag in the air. Quentin gets a good jump on the field. Off into turn 1, a lot of side-by-side action. No 3 wide back behind. Oh, we've got a wreck in front, though. 2 cars off. They clear the track. It's Jason Blatz and Nicholas Chaber. And it looks like the double lock just bounces off the wall down into the inside. Nicholas Chaber just got loose, collected Jason Blatz in the process. Did mention in pre-race, this track is notorious for getting loose off the turns. Now Kendrick Cryer has the lead with Kyle Martin in second, Chris Johnson in third, Terry Duguay now back in fourth. Quentin Nuttall has dropped all the way back to fifth. Worth noting, after that incident a few laps ago, Jace Mungan has made his way back to ninth. Chris Johnson, the biggest mover so far of the race, started in 14th. He is up into 11th. Art Milne, also one of the drivers that was struggling in practice, comes into tonight second in points. Started back in 15th. He has made his way up to 10th. Not the fastest car out there by any stretch, but definitely the most consistent and has kept that car, for the most part, out of trouble. Kendrick Cryer was in the lead a moment ago, but he has suddenly gone to the back of the field. I'm guessing he got a penalty for something. So Kyle Martin is going to lead, and he will control the restart this time. Looks like Kyle is choosing to restart on the high line. Chris is going to go to the bottom. They stack up back behind. Out of 3 and 4, pace car drops in. Kyle controls the restart. Green back in the air. They are down and away, down the front straightaway. Chris Johnson now in second. Quentin Nuttall in third. It's a battle behind, though, as the top three, for the moment, have lined up. Everybody is side by side. And almost 3 wide there briefly. Oh, we've got a car around again. We've got a big one back behind. No caution yet. Let's see if we can see what all happened there. Off into the turn. A bit of net code into Blake Crane. Fred Hool also involved. He was right in behind, and you could just see a lot of net code over the last week or so. Several cars getting caught up in that one. And let's back it up just a little bit to see what happened with Jace Mungan. I don't think they touched. I think there might have been some netcode on that one as well. Can't tell from that angle. They are back to green with they never went, I should say, no caution out of that deal. Kendrick Cryer fighting his way back through the field. Chris Johnson. Oh, we've got a car around up front. Was it Jason Blatz again? Jason Blatz looks like he was... I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. I thought he was trying to go to pit road. Maybe he caught a little bit of the bumper there on the inside. Chris Johnson now in the lead with Edmund Jones in second. Quinn Nuttall in third. Kyle Martin in fourth. Terry Duguay in fifth. And, oh, we've got another car around. Quentin Nuttall, I do believe. I don't think that one was netcode at all. That was pretty close, and Quentin Nuttall gets a tap. It goes around. Caution is out again. Matt Hayden saying he is going to start an iRacing Kyle channel. I do believe there is actually a Kyle Wrecked Me channel in Discord as well. Hey, Jet, has the Facebook cleaned up for you as well? It has started looking a lot better for me. Happened right about the time I sent a quick message over to the support people for Streamlabs. Lights should be going out on the pace car this time. Chris Johnson and Edmund Jones have the front row. Frank Klein and Terry Duguay on the second row. Kendrick Cryer, Joseph Smith. Looks like they're going to go one more lap. Kyle Martin is starting in the back. Could we see some new additions as they come down to the end of this race to the Kyle Wrecked Meat channel? All right, worth noting, XCal rules do apply in the Jones BS Racing League. So at 5 laps to go, there will be no more cautions no matter what happens. Back up the back straightaway. Chris Johnson will control the restart. Edmund Jones, neither of the drivers on the front row have a win yet this season. Could we see one of them break the drought tonight? Pace car is in. Green is back in the air. Chris Johnson down and away in front of Edmund Jones. Frank Klein in third. Terry Duguay in fourth, throwing me off a little bit tonight. Terry has a new paint scheme on his Legends car. And Kendrick Cryer now up into fourth, fighting his way forward. Look at this battle back here. Ed Jones starting to make his way forward. And second place, oh, we've got Ed Jones and another car go around. Caution is out. Byron Bartlett also crashed coming off turn 4. Oh, a hard lick into the inside wall. And it looks like Ed Jones drives in a little too deep, gets into the side of Mungan. And Fred Hool also involved. Looks like Fred drove out underneath that, and as cars were recovering, Fred just gets clipped. All right, once they go green, there will be no more cautions. And apparently these guys are going to pace 3 wide because they aren't getting enough 3 wide in the race. Kendrick Cryer, Edmund Jones, Frank Klein. Edmund, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, you know you're supposed to race 3 wide, not pace 3 wide, right?
Oh, yeah. But, hey, I got to keep the spot up here.
Well, that is one way to get it done. Once you go green, there will be no more cautions. Can you get your first win of the season tonight?
I'm hoping so. We'll see how this goes, man.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Hey, thank you, Doug.
Now, apparently, Edmund got race and pace confused. All right, lights are out. It's going to be Chris Johnson and Edmund Jones leading them down. No more cautions, no matter what happens. Pace car dropping in. Green is back in the air there, down and away. Chris Johnson to the lead. Edmund Jones right there. Kendrick Cryer now up to third. Oh, a big wreck going on behind him. Multiple, half the field or more involved. 3 drivers escaped the chaos. I guarantee you there's going to be a review of that one. Edmund and Kendrick get together. They are still wrecking back behind. The leaders are going to come through a mess. This may come down to who navigates the wrecked cars better. We'll take a look at some of the replays here in a few moments, but wow. They are coming down to the white flag. Edmund leading on Kendrick. Chris still out front, but cannot gap him. White flag in the air. Back down into turn 1. Edmund falls back to third. Kendrick Cryer to second. Kendrick to the high side. Side by side through 3 and 4. Chris is going to lead. Oh, Chris taps him. He goes up the track. Edmund looks but can't find it. Chris Johnson wins at North Wilkesboro. Edmund Jones comes home second. Cryer third. Joey Smith fourth. And Ed Jones in fifth. Let's take a quick look at what happened right after the restart. Looks like they were 3 and 4 wide down into the corner. Several wrecks happened at once. Jace collected in one. Nicholas Chaber collected in one. Blake Crane. It was just anarchy. They were actually trying to make it 4 wide back behind. And once one car went around, everybody behind was caught up in it. All right, let's see if we can get a word with third place Kendrick Cryer. Hey, Kendrick, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, not the way you wanted that last lap to go, but man, you put on one heck of a charge here tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't want to move him. I just wanted to try to get him on the outside. It didn't work out the way I wanted. Maybe I pinched him down just a little too much, but I think it was close. He pushed up the track just a tad bit, just enough to get my tire, and I guess I saved it somehow and ended up P3, but good job to Chris. We had close quarters racing the whole time. I just wanted to race him clean on the outside. Just trying.
Next time you're supposed to say, I didn't want to get into it, I just rattle his cage. That's how you say that.
Yeah, that's how I should say it.
Well, congratulations, man. That was an epic comeback. A couple of times you ended up at the back of the field, managed to charge forward. Great third place finish, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get a word with Edmund. Edmund, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
So, how much of that last restart did you see in your mirror?
I saw it in the mirror, but fighting off Kendrick, who is always fast in these, that took priority to me. I mean, I was hoping I was going to get up there to Chris, but man, it was a hell of a finish.
It definitely was, man. You guys had a great 3-car battle going on pretty much from the drop, and then once Kendrick hopped to the high side, it got really, really exciting. Did you have anything for Chris at the end?
You know, I think I had something for Chris, but with Kendrick up there fighting, I just couldn't make a move. So, Kendrick was obviously the fastest car out of probably the 3 of us, and I'm just lucky to get back around him.
Well, congratulations, man. That was one heck of a run tonight.
Hey, thanks, Doug.
All right, let's talk to our winner. Hey, Chris, this is Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you do know how to drive something that doesn't have a cone on it. I'm impressed.
Oh man, that was one of the funnest races I've ever been in.
That last couple of laps there did get a bit exciting. Kendrick did say he was trying to hold you down. You got a little bit of a push. You guys got together. Could you, if that incident had not occurred, could you have held him off?
I don't think so. I think we would have been dead on at the stripes, man. Kendrick, me and him run a lot of races together. He's a great teammate. Man, he's just a wheel man. It's hard to hold him off.
It definitely was tonight, man. But you had a great run. You got your first win of the season. Congratulations. That was epic.
Thank you, man. And thank you for the awesome broadcast. We really appreciate you.
My pleasure, buddy. We'll see you in the mods.
Absolutely.
All right, Chris Johnson gets win number 1 for the season. Let's take one more look before we hop over. We do have the mod race here in just a few moments. Let's see Frank Klein's if we can. Yeah, just a little. The 14 pushes up, and when he does, man, they all go a little bit sideways, a little bit off kilter. Look at it from, you know what? Let's see. I want to back this up. Fred Hool gets caught in this. Let's dial up his cockpit, as he likely sees a lot of this incident in front of him. Sees a bunch of cars spinning, doesn't have anywhere to go, then gets bumped from below, ends up wall riding down the track upside down, slides into the infield. What a finish it was in North Wilkesboro. One of the best tracks ever built, and awesome enough. Right up here in just a few moments, we will have the tour mods also here at North Wilkesboro. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment.